Detroit, stand up. On Impact. It's the first one. The blueprint. First annual history starts today.
Look, Friday, June 12th, yeah, we starting to play. Media day, get the cameras on the way. Saturday the 13th, the combine is real. Show the scouts how you move, show them how you feel. Sunday the 14th, the showcase is live. 7-on-7, yeah, we ready to thrive. From 6 through the high school, the talent is deep. Detroit City energy, we don't ever sleep.
It's the first and you, yeah, we're making it known. Detroit City, yeah, we claiming the throne. At Glendale High, yeah, we showing the skill. On Impact, you know the screams, you know that it's real.
June 12th to the 14th.
The city's ours.
Turning these athletes
To international stars.
check the roster, check the stats. Glendale High, yeah, we where it's at. First annual run, putting on for the MI League competition. We aiming for the sky. Friday we on camera, Saturday we grind. Sunday we leave, all the daughters behind. On Impact, baby, we the ones in the league. The Motor City's finest, that's a different breed.
G-Struck back to you forte. On Impact, go Hoosiers. The first annual. The takeover has officially begun.
All right, y'all, welcome. My name is Dante. We're on Impact Recruiting Service, Media / Marketing Promotions. We up here at Lakeshore High School in Michigan. This is off what, 13 mile? All right, today this is the press conference talking about the youth and junior high and high school combine, along with the 7-on-7. Y'all can't see, but behind me I have a bunch of players, some I know that have been to the event, and some that will be coming up to the event. So we just wanted to come up here and network, brainstorm, talk, let them ask questions. I'll give them some information about what it takes and how everything works today in this era of sports, because it's totally changed. I could say next year it'll probably be totally different again with the NIL deals, reaching the high schools, all the way down to junior high. I know college coaches are recruiting early these days, so my job is to get the information out there to the ones that don't know. So first, I'll give you a recap. I started on Impact Recruiting Service in 2019 during COVID. My daughters was playing basketball. College coaches and fans and scouts couldn't come out. And by me just being a promoter of concerts, I was like, I'm gonna bring it to y'all then. So my concept was promote to everyone. So how I thought about it and how I was able to reach the masses and talk about it, it was like the players or the artists. I don't know, name some of the artists that y'all like up here. Name a rapper or a singer that y'all like. Come on, y'all, somebody, who y'all listen to? Lil Baby, okay. So to me, my daughter was Lil Baby. The microphone was whatever sport you played, the basketball, football, volleyball, whatever. The court was the stage. The fans are still the fans. I was the promoter. Now get out there and improve and show what you can do. So that's how I built On Impact. I built it with the visualization of music, the music concept. And it's been growing since then. We 5 going on 6 years strong. We're branching out. We have a staff, probably about 14 or 15. Right now, I'm responsible. You can get on my website, On Impact Recruiting Services. I'm responsible for helping over like 300 kids get into college. Some full ride, some partial, some just going to school, period. Right now, we have 4 kids that's going to be in the draft this year, so I'm really happy about that. One of the guys I deal with a lot, y'all probably know him, y'all running back up here, David Montgomery. He's from Cincinnati. He's been around our program, helping us out a lot when he comes back to the city. It's just, everything is growing at a rapid pace, and I just want to let y'all know what we're about to bring up to here should enhance y'all exposure on everything. As far as the combine, getting kids ranked, it's mixed emotions on that when it comes to ranking. Does it matter? I believe it does. My son wasn't ranked in the beginning, but as he got older, he got ranked, and he had a full ride to Oklahoma State. But due to situation, he just transferred to UTEP. But the ranking and going to camps really helped him out a lot. And the exposure helped you a lot. Like y'all probably too young, but y'all parents probably remember Snoop Dogg had the little football league. Well, my son played in that, and when he played, his status and his rankings really went up there. If you could look him up, his name is Royal Capel. He's a sophomore, number 8 for UTEP, out of Texas. Going back to what we've been doing and what we're going to bring up here, the combine, you'll be running the 40, you'll be doing the T-shuttle, the square, vertical jump, rod jump. Only the high schools will start, they'll probably do the benching. I think the benching is what, 225 is what they start at? That's what it used to be. 225. So that's what they'll be doing. Of course, height, weight, your hands. Like, I'm gonna really put y'all through the NFL Combine, what they do in Indianapolis every February. Then after that, we'll be talking about the 7-on-7 showcase. I know it's gonna be a lot of teams from this area: Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. I've been talking to some Canada teams. There's a lot of teams in St. Louis, so I think it should be an amazing event. That's going to be June 13th is the combine, June 14th and June 15th will be the 7-on-7. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think this is going to be a great event, and we're going to do it every year. Thanks to my guy Robert, who's been coming down to Cincinnati the last 2 years. And their program's been doing real good, so now it's time for us to bring some of this, I'm gonna say Ohio, because I'm an Ohio guy, so a Buckeye guy, up into to the state we say up north. Like I said, for the most part, this is gonna be a great event. It's new, it's different, and we're really looking forward to it. So as of right now, because I got some more things to say, but I want to see if y'all want to ask me some questions about anything. Does anybody have any questions? Parents, players, anybody? Go ahead.
So, you can be at any grade for the combine?
Yes, I think we're starting at 6U or 7U to get you started. Is that too young? Yeah, but no, because at least if that's the sport and you love it, you want to play it, it gets you ready, so you know what to do. Like, one thing, my son was real prepared because I was putting him through them workouts just individually all the time. So then when he started going to combines, and when he got to college, he was so prepared. Even with my daughters, when I started on Impact Recruiting Service, they were so prepared with breaking down film. Like, a lot of kids don't know how to break down film. Like, if you got any time or any chance and the coach asks you to do the books, do the books. It's very important. That way you know what somebody else is doing on you. Anytime you can watch film, watch film. Learn what an assist is. Learn what a rebound is. It ain't just about scoring. That's just going to enhance your IQ in your game. Like, even when I went to college, I played at Robert Morris College. It's D1 now, but it was like D1 AA then. I used to run the film room when I was in high school. When I was in college, because I was taught how to break down film, so I know what to look for, and I knew what to study. But my IQ was just that much better. So it makes a difference. Get involved outside of the lines. Any other questions? That was a good one. Parents, anybody? No questions? All right, so I'll get back to the combine. The combine is going to start, I think, at 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken.
8 o'clock.
I think it's 8 o'clock up until like 12 or 1 that Saturday. Then Saturday afternoon is when we're going to start. Afternoon, that's when we're going to start the 7-on-7. But even before that Friday, we're going to have another media day where y'all come check in, and then I'm going to put y'all on the spot. I'm going to interview y'all and ask y'all questions about what school y'all go to, what team y'all with, what are y'all predictions. I'm going to take y'all through a real media day, what really happens. And one thing y'all got to understand, y'all have to be able to communicate. Y'all have to be able to talk. It's very important, because you could get passed up just because you don't want to say nothing, but you could be the best athlete, but if you don't say nothing, they don't know. So start getting interviewed. Start practicing it. Like, one thing I do with my son, what I used to before he went to college, I would call him from like a block number. And he wouldn't know who I was. I would change my voice and everything. And I would act like I was a coach. And I would just put him on the spot with questions. but it got him so prepared. So when he talked to a coach for real, when we went on the visits, because visits are the same, the school's the same, everything's the same, cafeteria, all that stuff the same. I could just leave. Now he didn't need me because he was that confident. Because you don't want to be in an interview or you don't want to be on a college campus and they ask you a question and you look at your parents. They're recruiting your parents, don't be wrong, but they're recruiting you. And since I said that, parents, know they are recruiting you as well. Trust me, I done seen a lot of kids lose scholarships because of parents. So please, and I had to learn that too when I was streaming because they hear everything. I had to put on headphones and listen to music because I was that parent too. So the streaming took me from sitting up front to putting me in the back with headphones and just being quiet because I would go back and look at the film and be like, ooh, I can't send this out. That's why if you know more coaches, if coaches are in here, that's why y'all just turn the volume down. Y'all don't want to hear that. So parents, they are recruiting y'all. They are getting on your social media. They are looking. I had a kid going to Baylor. This was 2023, basketball. Good kid. Good kid. They found his mom's social media. He ain't go to Baylor. And that's Power 5. In the heart of Texas. He didn't go to Baylor. He ended up going to, where did he go? It was somewhere in Pennsylvania. He ended up going to Penn State. And he did good, but he really wanted to go to Baylor. That was his first choice. So, no, everything y'all putting on social media, they following. So, as of right now, stop putting the music with y'all highlights. They got the cussing in it. They're paying attention to that. Y'all got years, so I understand, but just pay attention. Parents, y'all too, stop. Or make up a fake page. Or don't tag your kids or coaches or anything in it because they pay attention because you gotta look at it like this. They're gonna offer you $40,000, $50,000 a year to go to school, times 4, $200,000, $250,000, and you gonna mess that up off a video. I done seen it happen. I done seen it happen. They done crush kids and crush families, especially with the NIL deals now. It's coming. It's image and likeness. It's promotion. For instance, like Ford is not going to back y'all if y'all out doing crimes or acting silly or acting stupid on your social media pages. They're not going to back y'all. They're not. So watch what you're saying. Watch what you're doing, especially with the NIL deals. And by the time y'all get to high school, man, the numbers are going to be astronomical. Trust me. Like, for instance, my son, when he was at Oklahoma State, I don't want to say the number, but it was close to 6 figures as a 18-year-old, and he ain't did nothing yet. They gave it to him up front. Where they do that at? You can ask your parents. I don't even make that a year, and he got that as an 18-year-old. But you get on the social media, well-dressed, groomed, nice kid, 4.0. I don't know where he got that at because I wasn't the smartest guy in the world. His mom either. But luckily he turned out better. He did interviews. He did work out on the streets, helping people. He volunteered. Like, that's another thing y'all got to start doing too. Y'all got to volunteer and do things. They need to see y'all active in the community besides playing sports. What else is it? That's why it's called image and likeness. All right? So y'all got to be active in the community. But getting back to the 7-on-7, it's going to be a lot of good teams up here, a lot of good players. And he brags on y'all all the time, so we go see. I'm really looking forward to it because they come down to Cincinnati and represent. It'd be fun. It'd be fun on it. He was in it before. So we're really looking forward to for y'all to come down. One thing about On Impact Recruiting Service, we take all kids as long as it makes sense. If we think you a D1 kid or you on that level, we're not going to, not saying we're not going to take you, but I'll work with you, but you don't need my help. Sometimes parents, just be patient. Trust the process. If everybody's saying he's that type kid, he's probably that type kid. Be patient. Don't go chasing offers and things like that. it looked good on social media, but him or her can only pick one school. So sometimes be patient. Don't worry about another kid who he probably, playing with, accolades or success or what he's getting. And I can make a lot of personal things on that. Like my son got recruited late. His first offer came his 11th grade year. With a wide receiver next to him, his offer came his 8th grade year. And I had to tell his mom, that's not him. And to be honest, I love my son to death. That kid actually was that kid. He's at SMU right now, one of the starting wide receivers. But it showed. But I had to tell my son and his mom, just be patient. Yours will come. Now, they both end up finishing with 14 offers, but his came first. His first 5 came when he was in 8th or 9th grade. The guy name was, I think it's Jalen Cooper. You can look him up for SMU. Freshman wide receivers. He started the 2nd game of the season, and they made a bowl game. He did good, and a couple of his plays were on Sports Center, top 10. He's a real good receiver. But I say that to say this: everybody process is different. Trust the process, and a lot of that goes to the parents. Don't put the kids against one another. So even when we do this rankings for the combine, some kids gonna get ranked higher than others. I mean, it's a judgment based off what we see right now. The next year, it could flip. The year after that, it could flip. The year after that, y'all could be the same. But remember, y'all are fighting for the same scholarship if y'all in the same year. And let me say this too, because I see this a lot with the recruiting service. D1, D1, D2, D2, D3, D3, NAIA, JUCO, everybody process is different. Go to school. I had to learn the hard way. The ball stopped bouncing one day. What are you gonna fall back on? I know y'all young, but life is fast. What else do you like to do besides play sports? I had to learn that. I was All-American in high school. I was All-American in college. I had a couple tryouts. I was all nothing at the NFL tryouts, but I was good my whole life. It's a different level. That's why it's called the NFL. And I say that to say this: nobody is terrible in the NFL. It's the NFL, or pro sports, period. Everybody's great. Trust me, because everybody can't make it. So please know that. Please know that. But whatever sport you want to play, the craft, whatever, work hard at it. If your parents have to tell you to do something about your sport, you really don't want to play it. They should not want it harder than you. I ain't never have to get up and get my daughters up to play basketball. They was dribbling out on the concrete. My son, for the longest, yes, ma'am.
Not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
My question is, for the ones that aren't in high school yet,
Mhm.
deciding which high school to go to, what should they look for? Should they look for the D1 type high schools, or does it matter? Or
It matters, but if you can play, they go find you. They're going to find you, but it does matter. It really does matter. So moving in the right area makes a big difference, but everybody can't, unfortunately. So if you can get your kids camp, coming to events like the Combine, the 7-on-7, where we gonna have other people there, it makes a big difference. It makes a difference. It's an investment. It's a real investment. That's another thing, kids. They're investing in y'all. The worst thing, I ain't gonna say worst, but the hardest thing to do is they invest and y'all don't put forth our best effort. I know y'all having fun and doing this and doing that, but man, time and money, hey, it means a lot. But getting back to your question, it does. If you could get your kid in the D1 program or an established program with great coaching, where they got a pipeline, and that's probably the biggest thing, the pipeline. Do college coaches come to that school? Because I don't know how up here is, but like in Cincinnati, we go D1, D2, D3, D4, D5. Is that the same way? Okay, so like a lot of our D1 schools, everybody go because just psychologically you think the bigger and better players, but a lot of our D2 programs are the better programs. And a lot of them are the urban programs. It's just they not D1, but they right there. Like our Winton Woods. Winton Woods is a powerhouse in Cincinnati.
So attendance up here.
So it goes off guys too. It goes off guys in Cincinnati, boys. Is that what it does up here? It goes off the boys?
It goes off the size of the school, like the students. How many
The student. Okay, ours go off boys. How many boys are in the school, based off how you get a D1 or D2. So this is a big school, so this probably D1, right?
Right, so
See, this size of this school would be a D1 school in Cincinnati. Like, hands down. This would be like, our big conference is the GMC. This school would be D1. Like, this bigger than some JUCO colleges. This school right here. Any other questions? Yes.
So is it safe to say that it matters the kind of leagues you play in as a youth as well?
See, when I think of youth football, I think development. I don't think about wins or losses. You know, so, but, I mean, yeah, because the caliber of kids he's going to be playing against. It all matters. It all matters, but don't overthink it or overdo it, because, I mean, they're young. You know, they like football right now. They might play basketball next, you know.
I
You
can
never know.
understand the development part.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
got to develop. Yes.
So would you say that the city leagues that we're doing in this area, as opposed to junior high school programs here, are better equipped for kids going into high school? Or just-
See, me personally, and I don't know how y'all do it here, we do double ages and single ages in Cincinnati, and I see that a lot worldwide. I think once they hit junior high, leave youth football alone. Me personally, because if you don't, then they got 1 year of junior high, and then they going right to high school. They body got to get acclimated to junior high first.
A lot of the high school coaches around here are saying that the city league organizations, their kids are much better prepared for high school and college than they are with the junior high
Yeah.
school programs.
And that's the same thing we fighting with down there. And it comes down to coaches in the area. Like, I don't know if this school has a feeder, but I would say, and that probably comes with the better schools, like you were saying, man, if it has a feeder program, I would get them in it early. That's the best thing. Like, I went to a school called Cape High School. It stood for Academy, Cape Physical Education, right? It was a gym school. It was a sports school. So we did sports 3 times a day. As a kid, I loved it. But I was in that system from the 6th grade on up, running the same plays, running the same terminology. So when we got to high school, I was so prepared and ready for it. So it just all depends. I mean, you got some inner city schools, leagues and youth, that's better than junior high. It's hard to say, but can y'all youth 12U teams beat y'all junior high teams up here?
Yeah,
For real?
especially in the St. Louis area.
Wow. See, in Cincinnati, that's going to be hard. Even our not so good junior high schools, Little League is not beating them.
Yeah, see here.
Because you got 7 and 8, you got guys that's like 14 playing against a 12-year-old. What's the odds of that? That's hard.
You see here in junior high, they just pull them in directly when school get ready to start.
Right.
So they don't jump into junior high training until August. And us,
Sometimes September. Sometimes
yeah,
not until September.
us as Little League coaches, soon as June hit, we jumping out there. Like right now, our team, we already got football training once a week.
No, I understand, because it's like that in Ohio, but schools are bound by regulations. So that's the hard part. So that's the struggle worldwide, where everybody's going through.
Now, how influential do you think track and field is to football?
Very. I think you should wrestle or run track and field, hands down. So I can tell you right now, I know in Texas, they had to play 2 sports if they wasn't playing football. You had to play another sport. Like, I think that's the best thing you can do. Keep them active, you know that, because at them ages, you know what's coming. We're adults, we know what's going on. Track and field or wrestling, I think you should. If you're playing football, you should do that. So, or the 7-on-7s or whatever, if you could do it, I think you should do it. Any other questions? Y'all asked some good questions. Yes.
Can you touch base? Can you touch base again on how important it is for the kids to stay focused at this age? And like you said, instead of the parents pushing, I get it, but they want to have fun kids get distracted on the social media and having all these friends and stuff like that. And they kind of lose sight, but I know that in his heart he wanted, because football is everything. But can you just touch base on like how you manage distractions at this age?
Mom, I can tell you it's hard. It's hard, and I'm gonna be honest. I think I push my daughters too much instead of letting them just be kids. I think that if I could do anything over with my daughters, that's what I probably would. I wouldn't do as much, but if they want it and you see it and they got that drive, they got to understand it's a sacrifice. Once again, this is why the pros are pros and make so much money. They have to sacrifice and give up so much. College, you got to sacrifice and give up so much. But the reward is, I ain't gonna even say making it pro, is that scholarship where your parents ain't gotta pay for you to go to school. I ain't have to pay for my kids to go to school. None of them. I was happy. Everyone got a full ride. I was so happy. 2 in basketball and 1 in football. When I heard that, I'm like, my bank account is cool now. So that's the biggest thing. You wanna, and I ain't gonna say full ride athletically. Know this, and let me touch on this for the parents too. For the most part, only D1 players get full rides. So let's break this down. D2, it's a athletic and academic scholarship. Put it together, it's a full ride. So know the difference. A lot of people be, which I say capping or perping, whatever. I think we said perping. Capping. A lot of them don't have full athletic scholarships. They got athletic and academic, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, so know that. So know you still gotta be great in the classroom. Even though I'm sure it's worldwide. Even though they tell y'all you don't need the SAT or ACT, yes you do. You still need it. They don't fall for that, because if you don't get that 100% athletic scholarship, now you got to fall back on your academics, and they got the sliding scale. So the higher your GPA, the lower your test score could be. The lower your GPA, the higher your test score got to be. Even if you're going like to D2, D3, or NAI or JUCO, that's how you get your money. So education is first. Let's make sure we say that off top. Education is first. You got to get the grades. I never had to worry about my kids' grades. Like even my son that's in college right now, right? We talk all the time. You know what he said? He said, "Dad, you never asked me about my grades. You always had a 4.0. What am I asking you? 4.5? Like I never seen an A. So get your grades. It's first. Also, coaches will respect that more and be able to give you more money, or that may be the determining factor. Your attitude, how you act, in your grades, because that coach don't want to babysit y'all. He don't want to babysit y'all. He don't want to bring you into a program where you can mess it up and mess up his deal, his money, his family, his livelihood. So education is first. Just make sure y'all always remember that. If y'all want it, y'all gotta go after it. It's not gonna be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be days you don't want to do it. It's going to be days, and I can hear Mom saying it now, no, you're going to practice. I don't pay for this equipment. I don't pay these fees. Oh, you're going. Don't let there be a lot of it, though. It shouldn't be a lot of times like that. You should be beating her to the car or the bus stop, or, I don't know, staying later. Boy, come on, I got to go. Hold on, Mom, let me get another drill in. She may not like it, but she'll appreciate it.
So if you could put in a percentage, how much out of 100%, how much of it should be the kid versus the parent?
I say about 90%. 90%, because at this age, the parents got to take y'all, feed y'all, make sure y'all safe, make sure everything is right. And if you got other siblings, make sure that's in order, on top of working, coming home, cooking, making so about 10%, but most of it should be out. Yes.
You said it's 90 to 10%. What's like 10% of the parents just like driving and paying for the equipment?
Yeah, you ain't gonna play without that. So I'm saying 10% on the scale for is wanting it though. Yeah. They got to do their part as parents. Yeah. You know, because I mean, think about this. while you playing and you traveling. It's cool to travel with your friends, with their parents, but I can honestly say, and I got this from my parents when I played sports. Every time I looked up in that stands, I was happy to see my mom and dad. I mean, it's cool to ride with your friends and be with them, but when I looked up, I was so happy. I know when my kids played, when they looked up, they was happy. Like, and it hurts me to this day. I can't travel to see my son games all the time. He was in Oklahoma, which was like 7 hours, 13 hours away from Cincinnati. I made a lot of. Now he's in El Paso, Texas. Man, that's 23 hours driving. So now I gotta fly. So now it became more expensive. Bro, I gotta look at you on TV sometime. I can't make it there again. That's gonna hurt me because I had custody of my daughters and I didn't have custody of my son. I made all their games and can't make his, and that's my son. And he's playing my sport, football. So appreciate what your parents doing for you. Like I said, when it's time to go, you should already be gone. Get that homework done, come home, eat, look at cartoons. That was my little resident, how I did it. When it's time for practice, it's time for practice, and then give 110%. Or your mom sitting in the car, or dad sitting in the car, or just walking the field, or doing something. They don't want to come back and the coach, oh man, it was one of them days for him. They don't want to hear that. No days off. I know y'all know that rule, right? I mean, that's important. Great question. Any more questions? Anything. Coach, anything.
At what point do you think the parents should let go and let the coach take over?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one and a hard one, man, because trust is very important.
Including dead coaches.
Yeah, trust is very important, but if that kid is going to elevate and grow and get better, y'all got to pass him off. You got to. But y'all got to pass him off, hopefully, to a coach that y'all respect and know. So I would say take the coach's advice sometimes because the coach knows the player. Parents, we're parents. It is what it is. But that coach, especially if you trusted that coach with your child, take his advice. And that goes back to the schools y'all decide to choose to go to, junior high, high school, where y'all living at, programs. It makes a difference because coaches have a lot of influence and power over kids' career. So that's very important. But yeah, you got to give him up so he can grow, he or she. That's a good one, Coach. Any more questions? All right, so we go get back to what we came up here for. We have the combine. Go ahead.
So going back to the coaches and passing them off, us as parents, what should we be looking for in a coach that coaches youth football?
I mean, the quality of the coach, the character, what type of person he is. I mean, he's spending time with your child, so you better know him.
Right.
You know, I ain't saying everybody's perfect, but you better know him. Does he have good contacts and connects in high school? The high school that he tell y'all to go to, what's the percentage of the kids graduating? Are they going to college? Can he get your kid in camps, that's coming up like this? Do he know the right people? It's all about networking. If me personally, I'm a loud coach. I'm an in-your-face type coach. But I deal with the inner city kids more, and that's what they respond and use. I ain't saying it's right, but that's just the type of coach I am. Does it work for every kid I have in my program? No. So I do have to switch it up. Sometimes I'll get on that kid to get that kid's attention.
So
because that kid
versatile.
Yeah. And I mean, check his resume. You got a winning program. Or your kid's going to school. Because that's what you want. That's what you want. And a lot of that we'll be able to tell and see come June 13th at the combine, the 7-on-7. Because we're going to be pulling kids out, talking to them, see what's going on, following up with a lot of them. Like, once you join our recruiting service, I keep up with you, even after sports. Like, I just had a kid, her name is Akira Lanzer. She just crossed as a Zeta, but she played basketball with my daughters. And, hey, Coach Payne, I'm going to college. I'm going to play at the same sorority or fraternity that you are. I'm a Sigma. So she's like my sister now. But I coached her. And, you know, she's in college and about to graduate. That's great to me, you know? So you want to get a coach that's going to follow the kids. Do them kids that he coached come back to the program, and the kids going to tell you the truth about it. Yeah, he was a great coach. I loved him. Kids going to tell you the truth, you know that, when it comes to stuff like that. Know if that's a good coach or not, based on all the coach they went through when they went through the process. So, and that's what we look for. Like we look at those kids that we can help and mold and promote and give the right exposure, you know, to get them out there, because a lot of it is just exposure. A lot of kids get the exposure that the high-powered D1 athlete kids get, either by being athletic or parents can just pay their way in. I mean, I ain't saying what's wrong or right, but you know how it is in life. The one that usually works the hardest, it works for them, you know. So we looking forward to, you know, coming up here the second week of June, seeing what y'all got up here, talent. I mean, I know y'all got talent, but you know, just getting them out here, getting a hold of them early and giving them that exposure. That's what we do at On Impact Recruiting Service. So, one more, coach, you good? Okay, you good. With that being said, you know, I got a lot of stuff. Y'all can read literature up there about our program and what we doing. We brought some of our merch, you know, if y'all wanted to purchase some, but like we'll have more when we come back up here that weekend. But like we got a sign-in sheet, sign up, put y'all names and numbers down there. I'll send y'all everything about what's going on for the 7-on-7 combine, and we just go from there. All right? I appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me. If y'all had no questions, I appreciate it. And see y'all June 13th, 14th, and 15th at the combine and the 7-on-7. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, my Ohio boys, I told them where I'm coming. Hey, we gonna be coming to bring it. So, but I know y'all, but I know y'all gonna represent anyway. All right, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Give yourself a hand. Like I said, there's parents and stuff over there y'all can sign up for or get.
As far as
Detroit, stand up. On Impact. It's the first one. The blueprint. First annual history starts today.
Look, Friday, June 12th, yeah, we starting to play. Media day, get the cameras on the way. Saturday the 13th, the combine is real. Show the scouts how you move, show them how you feel. Sunday the 14th, the showcase is live. 7-on-7, yeah, we ready to thrive. From 6 to the high school, the talent is deep. Detroit City energy, we don't ever sleep.
It's the first and you, yeah, we're making it known. Detroit City, yeah, we claiming the throne. At Glendale High, yeah, we showing the skill. On Impact, you know the streams, you know that it's real.
June 12th to the 14th.
The city is ours.
Turning these athletes.
We're international stars.
Check the roster, check the stats. Glendale High, yeah, we where it's at. First annual run, putting on for the MI League competition. We aiming for the sky. Friday we on camera, Saturday we grind. Sunday we leave, all the daughters behind. On Impact, baby, we the ones in the league. The Motor City's finest, that's a different breed.
G-Struck back to your forte. On Impact, go Oceans. The first annual. The takeover has officially begun.
Because I'm gonna get them in. I'm gonna start getting them in the gym. Yeah, like this week, I'm gonna start getting them in the gym and stuff. And then like I come up here at night, I have the gym at night. I'm gonna have these kids start coming in, just like we gonna start training at night, and then and then when it gets warm outside, we like go outside. But I have them with the 7-on-7 team that we're gonna play with each. I just gotta think of a name.
as far as the season rolling this year, you are coaching with
Well,
Tar Heels? Or how's that?
Like
What do you think I should do as you know,
don't sign up with them yet.
Don't sign up with them.
Yeah, because I got